How many times have you walked or biked or driven through Presque State Park and wondered what kinds of wildlife are hiding beyond that main road? Well, the animals, they might think they're hiding, but turns out, Mike, they aren't.
Yeah, naturalists at the park have been using various types of cameras to keep track of all the creatures, and they're very excited to share the pictures and video. John Last has the story in this edition of The Last Word.
Every time my wife and I come to Presque State Park, we always look for herons and wild turkey. We enjoy seeing them. Now, we know a lot of deer live here at the park, but we never see any. Deer are on the peninsula, and here's proof. This is video taken from one of the many trail cameras mounted throughout Presque Isle. Ray Bierbauer and Brian Gula are environmental education specialists at the state park. They were provided with trail cameras, camcorders, and still cameras during the early days of COVID to share scenes from the park during the pandemic. They're still doing that today.
We've been collecting this for almost 2 years now, and we got a lot of great stuff on camera that we can share some stories with in our experiences.
So we're just now trying to record everything that we do, to kind of give you a little peek, I guess, through the eyes of the naturalists, kind of what we may be involved with here.
Good morning, folks, and welcome to our virtual Wildlife Wednesday.
Ray and Brian host a video podcast every month to showcase some of the wildlife they captured with the cameras. This month, they shared a photograph of a dove-sized raptor called a merlin. And of course, they also shared photos of some nice-sized bucks. The podcasts are a big hit.
Not everybody's local that we get. We've reached people across the country and Canada through our virtual programming, so we have a little following in that sense.
There were many highlights from this month's show. How about this magnificent tundra swan seen near the Presque Isle Marina? It migrated from the frozen waters of Canada and found some open water at Presque Isle. You never know what kind of wildlife you can see at Presque Isle, or where you will see it. A mink was caught on camera at the front door of the Tom Ridge Center. It's pictures like this which the naturalists love to share with the public, along with all of their stories.
I've seen fishermen and their minnow bucket will be here, and a mink actually will come up behind them and steal a minnow out of their minnow bucket.
Coyotes are frequent sights on the trail cameras. They are predators, but Brian says they are necessary to keep balance in the ecosystem. He calls them amazing. And what? You haven't seen the Presque Isle turkeys yet? Here they are, all 16 of them, courtesy of Ray and Brian. With the last word at Presque Isle State Park, John Last, Erie News Now.
Had a chance to do a gem with them way back when. What an operation they have. They get to see so many great things, Ethan. And the monthly video podcast is available only by registering in advance. Next broadcast is Wednesday, January 25th.
If you want to learn how to register, just go to our website, erienewsnow.com. You'll find information there, and you can see that podcast. Why wouldn't you?